I found this little mod that is as close to probably what I've talked about before as possible. Now, I actually have to use a bunch of different mods to get the experience, so the mod itself is called Doom 64 Vanilla. I am also using PlayStation music because, for some reason, the Doom 64 Vanilla WOD replaces it with music from other games other than Doom, like Quake and shit like that. So I'm using the PlayStation music because my Doom 64 music doesn't work with Ultimate Doom. I'm using the PlayStation sound effects because the sound effects in the mod aren't entirely from Doom 64 and PlayStation Doom. I'm using Dark Doom and Cosmo Ambience as well to further enhance like the experience. I think I just started up Doom 64 twice by accident. Yep. Oh my god. There we go. Which is why you're hearing PlayStation music right now. But yeah, this is Doom 64 themed. But PlayStation Doom music goes with Doom 64 pretty well. So I'm gonna run through as much of Ultimate Doom as I can with this. Probably the first 3 episodes, like Flesh Consumed, might take a little bit longer, so I don't know. There's a lot of things that I like that it does. Like, it's a texture replacer, as you can see. This is the first level in Ultimate Doom, but I'm using a Doom 64 look. And it does a pretty good job of replacing the textures to make it look like Doom 64. However, like I said, this mod is unfinished, and it was released in 2017, so I doubt whoever put this together is going to touch it up at all. There is also a flashlight, but that's actually a feature from Dark Doom. But yeah, this is a mod that I've really, really wanted for a long time. And it's not quite what I wanted, but it's the closest that I think I have so far. Like I said, it's a little clunky. There's a few rough edges to it, but for the most part, it's pretty good. So yeah, if you ever wanted to play the Ultimate Doom and Doom 2 levels, but you kind of wanted to play them with a more Doom 64 theme, you have the mod. And once I make the video, or once I make the VOD and upload it to YouTube, I'll link to where I got them all. I mean, I'm not gonna do a perfect run. We're just gonna run through these pretty quickly because I already know most of these levels. Also explains why Doom 2 doesn't have box art on Twitch. Yeah, that's in the wall for some reason. I don't know why that barrel is in the wall. Also, for some reason, the mod, I think it's the difficulty that I chose, but it's supposed to be ultra-violent, so I don't know why it does it. It kind of randomly adds, but it doesn't really. Sometimes it just adds additional enemies to spawn points. And I don't really know why he programmed it that way. I do know that these weapon sprites, Navander, who has actually been in my chat before, Navander actually made this mod as a weapon set. He isolated the his Doom 64. Oh yeah, this is another thing that's weird too. For some reason, the super shotgun randomly spawns where a shotgun is. So you can get the super shotgun in Ultimate Doom. I actually don't mind this. Considering that the super shotgun was already in Doom 64. It kind of trivializes Ultimate Doom though, because it's basically get an early rocket launcher. But yeah, for the most part, I really like what it does. We don't even really need to go that way. Some of these weapons are also balanced weirdly. Like, the super shotgun fires faster for some reason. I guess it's... They're balanced in a way that they were in PlayStation Doom, because I think the super shotgun fired faster in PlayStation Doom. So yeah, you kind of have to use a bunch of different mods to get as close to an authentic Doom 64 experience as you can, while still playing Ultimate Doom and Doom 2 with it. But it does a pretty good job of converting things. It doesn't replace all the textures either, as you noticed. But they actually kind of mesh well. Yeah, also for some reason, some of the sound effects in the HUD... Like I said, this is an unfinished mod, and I don't think it'll ever be finished. It would be nice to bring some awareness to this. Like I said, I'm going to include a link on Mod Database. In fact... Hold on. Here, I'll put it in chat. In case you want to check it out yourself now. I did the thing where I shouldn't have done the thing, because I can't see my mouse now. If you don't tab out of GZ Doom right, then this shit happens. Alright, hold on. Shit. I'm gonna have to end task, just because I can't see my mouse. There. Well. That's my fault. Alright, we'll just map E1 M3. We'll just pistol start it. It's fine. It'll make this level last longer, but oh well. And I also lost my chain gun and super shotgun, but eh. I've played these hundreds of times before. It's not a big deal. I am gonna save my game now, though. Because now I'm paranoid. Damn, I have terrific aim. Oh yeah, all that health that I had too is all gone. I had like 170 health and like 180 armor. Oh well. I probably should have played this in Doom 2. I could probably show that off real quick. But I also wanted to do at least a full playthrough of one of these episodes. It is interesting using the super shotgun in Ultimate Doom, though. It doesn't, like, 100% emulate the experience, but it does as close of a job as you're probably gonna get. The lighting's not there. Oh yeah, I lost the backpack, too. One interesting thing, though, is that I actually think this mod changes the pinkies so that instead of pinkies and specters, it just randomly adds a specter every so often. But they didn't do that with the imps. They didn't do that with the nightmare imps. At least I never noticed. And again, maybe they just didn't have enough time to flesh it out, so that's probably why you don't see it. Because they just didn't get to that. Also, it kind of looks like the backpack is still stock. Not gonna do the, I have the rocket launcher already, right? Not gonna do, I'm not gonna do the secret levels. This isn't like a full run, this is just something to test out the WAD with for a little bit. Oops. I mean to fire. There we go, though. I pretty much got everything back. The only thing I don't have right now is the chain gun. Oh, that just opens this. That's interesting. You can activate it as well. That is true, yeah. And that's mainly for balancing purposes, I think. If it didn't reload, this would be way too strong. Forget if there's a secret around here. It's pretty neat, though. The, Doom 64's textures actually complement Ultimate Doom pretty well. And the only mod that I can't really include when I actually include it in the VOD later is are the PlayStation sound effects, because I don't remember where I got them from. And I'm not really sure if it's a good idea to re-upload them. Maybe I should, I don't know. Because I can't find it anymore is the problem. I wouldn't really count the pump animation. Guy, I didn't see him at all. It was quite interesting to see how much I remember. Okay, they're a little, they look a little out of place. Again, this mod's unfinished. Because I'm pretty sure that there was candles from Doom 64 that you could probably use to replace those, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure those were pinkies there, not specters. So they get randomly generated for some reason. Or not randomly generated, they randomly appear in place of pinkies. Which doesn't really make much sense, but it would make sense to do that between the imps and the nightmare imps, but for some reason they didn't do that. But I chalked that up to, again, just the mod being unfinished. Oh, there was one still alive. Oh, I didn't. Alright. I was gonna say, can I progress? I thought I hit the switch, but I did. I kinda had a brain fart there. Yeah, if anything, Navander, if you were to ever watch this, or any modder for that matter that could do justice with either improving on this or doing your own from scratch, I would legit commission you to do it. Because I am dying for one that's more fleshed out. This is like the closest I've gotten to it, and I'm like thirsty for it now. My caveat for doing something like that, they have to be a well-respected member of the Doom community. I'm not just gonna throw that out to just anyone. Navander, I would trust. But if anyone were to be interested in a project like that, I would pay actual money to do it. I'm not sure if that's legal, though. Well, I think it is, because it's, like, commission-based. Or I could, like, just contribute to their Patreon or something like that. Way back in the day, there was a version that used fully rendered 3D models for everything. I think that was the Doomsday engine. Or, not the Doomsday engine, but that was Doomsday, wasn't it? I think I might have played that, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think I did play it, like, way, way back in the day when I first heard about it. The Doom 64 ones, you mean? Because I would actually kind of agree with that, yeah. Alright, this level's a little bright. Yeah, I was talking to you, sir. Oh yeah, one thing that this weapon pack does do well, I kind of don't like that it slowed down the plasma rifle fire rate. It did that in Doom 64, so I can understand why it did that. But the one thing that I do really like that it does is it does add the Unmaker. Like, if anyone were to actually like flesh out this mod or do something that's similar to it, I like that it randomly places the Unmaker in places where the BFG spawns, but it also includes the relics. And from when I tested it before, the relics will randomly drop from at least the Cyber Demon. I'm not sure if it drops from the Spider Mastermind as well. Another thing that I would hope, because there's a guy that was actually making Doom 64 remakes of Doom enemies that weren't in Doom 64, like the Machine Gunner, the Revenant, and the Arc-File. And he was also making like additional enemies on top of it, and they came out like really, really well. Oh yeah, and the Spider Mastermind. Like, I think he finished the 3D models for them, and he was, like, transferring them to sprites, so I think he might be pretty much done by now, because I haven't checked that in a while. So, I'm not sure if he actually... He doesn't really have to change the AI or anything like that. He just has to place the, He just has to place the sprites on top of what's already established. But I don't know, maybe there's something else that he has to do with them that might be holding things up. But still, if I could pay money for someone to develop that, I would. Because I'm dying for something that's like this, but like actually finished. Hey, horse. Not sure what you're getting at, but yes. Not finished with this area. Just a joke. Ah. I mean, I could also just learn how to do, like, what I said I want out of it myself, but I have no modding experience. And I don't really have the time because of my full-time job and all that, so between that and streaming and keeping my sanity, so would rather just get someone who puts their own time into that anyway to take on a project like that. Yeah, it's because I have the, I have night vision and I have the rad suit. And that's a GZ Doom thing. Now, these aren't Navander's animations, but these are the ones that he does use. I remember, I think he said, it wasn't him that made the, these additional weapon animations for, like, the super shotgun, the shotgun, the extra frames on the chain gun, and, like, the cooldown thing for the plasma rifle. Those were made by somebody else, but I think he might have touched them up. Because, and I think this is running on an older version of that. Because they look even better, in his Doom 64 Retribution mod. I'm gonna blow that up because I think that's a little too close. Man, this is still really, really cool, though. I'm glad I ended up finding this mod. If only it were actually finished. Like, it would be perfect. I would play with this, like, all the time. I'll still probably revisit it, too. There's the yellow key. To be honest, things haven't changed much. I had a hard time finding shit that I was looking for. It comes down to if you're good at if you're good at writing the terms of what you're looking for. Which I'm not sure it has actually improved over the years or not. I feel like it hasn't improved, but it hasn't gotten worse either. I think the reason why it might feel worse now is just because there's so much more on the internet now than there was like 10 years ago. Oh shit. Search for Doom 64 in 3D, Doom in 3D, Doom 3D mods, Doom 3D remake. All I get are Doom 3 articles. Yeah, I never tried searching for that. I'm a little surprised you don't get anything about Doomsday. Which I won't deter you from playing that if you're doing it for curiosity's sake. It's not that good though. I have played it and I have seen it before. Actually, I think even John Romero played it at one point. Hell, Civi, that's the only reason why I even know that is because Civi pointed it out. I'm surprised you aren't getting Duke Nukem 3D. But I guess you have Doom in there, so that's why. You probably get a lot of Kotaku or Vice articles, because they talk about Doom mods on occasion. It's one of the few times where they actually do pretty decent gaming journalism. It's like the one in, like, 500 times they actually do something right. I don't want to go up there yet, actually. Because, yeah, this is here. And this is right here. There's this dumb mod for Duke 3D that has... Dumb Doom mod for Duke 3D that has the above quote and more in it. Really? I haven't even come across that, and I think I've searched that before. I'm assuming you're using Google. Could try like Bing or something like that. Or Ask Jeeves. Is that even a thing? I'm glad that I remember that this... for the longest time, I knew that there was a secret around here, but I could never figure out where it was, and now I have it memorized. I don't think there's anything over here, though. Oh, wait, no, the chain gun's not here. It's just a bunch of enemies. Yeah, don't type, like, sentences or... Well, you are kind of typing keywords, though, if you're just searching Doom 3D mods. You know what I would try is probably Doom 3D models. Although you might get Doom 2016 from that. I don't know. Still, I get sites selling Doom. How are you getting sites that are selling 3D Doom models? Again, what search engine are you using? Are you using Google? I didn't even know that there were Doom models that people were selling. Oh yeah, I didn't get a good look at them before, but I think the Barons and Hell Knights, their size isn't right. And they look kind of tiny. So that's another kind of oversight. I don't know how the Barons would actually look. No, they look fine. They're still pretty tall. I guess it's just the Hell Knights. For some reason, this mod makes the Hell Knights tinier. Or maybe I just had a bad look at them. I don't know. But the Barons look fine. They look like they're the right height. Oh yeah, the impact sound's not on this. I don't know why. Like, again, it's unfinished. I think he might have accidentally deleted the, He might have accidentally deleted, like, the actual file location or whatever. Because my PlayStation sound effects do have that sound in there, the impact sound. So, I guess for some reason, like, the weapon set just deletes it entirely so that it doesn't exist. And for some reason, the sound effect that I'm using doesn't fix that. Like, I think I even tried to fix that by putting him in a different load order, and that doesn't work either. Alright, I'll continue to play more of this. I am gonna still go for 6 hours. But it's the 4 o'clock mark, so I'm gonna take another 5-minute break, and we'll be right back. Yeah, what is this? I wouldn't really advocate buying these models directly because I don't know. Unless these are officially licensed, you're probably getting robbed. It's $400 for the Doomslayer model on Maya. I don't know how Maya works though, so I don't really know. But anyway, I'll be right back, and then we'll do like 2 more hours of this. Okay. We are back. We are on the shores of hell. Watch me die. I have the lighting set to standard, by the way. If I actually had it set to dark, I would have to actually use the flashlight. I don't really want to use the flashlight, though. Another thing that's weird, too, was there not a muzzle flash on the, I know there is a muzzle flash. It's just when you hold down the button and continue to fire, there's no muzzle flash, which is weird. I guess it's a bug. Alright, how about that? We got the super shotgun back. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is another thing that I don't know why they did that. Like, I get their understanding, I just don't know why they thought it was necessary. It's the Doom 64 Cacodemons, but they recolored them red. I don't know why they did that. Like, they're a much more, like, reddish-brown in Doom 64, but I would rather have a more authentic experience than to recolor them so they look more like the classic Cacodemons, so I guess it's a personal preference for whoever developed the mod, but it's definitely something that's off-putting to me. And I kind of wish they didn't do that. Yeah, the plasma rifle makes the buzzing noise. Here, I'll show you how it fires. Fires slower, and it does a little, like, cooldown animation. You know, if these were just a little higher res, they would actually match the Doom 64 textures way better. But again, there's probably a way... Like, if you mixed and matched, like, the Quake textures with the Doom 64 textures to... If, like, Doom 64, if there's not enough textures to do, like, a replacement of, like, the classic Doom textures, I think you could probably get away with using Quake textures to do that, because Quake and Doom 64 kind of go hand in hand, almost. Or maybe modify the Quake textures so that they're maybe more in line with Doom 64 if you have to. Again, like, I want a mod that's like this, but much more finished, so badly I will pay real money for it. I'll have to vet whoever would want to take on the project, but other than that... Unless someone's willing to do it pro bono, I would promote the fuck out of them. I'm glad that this even exists in the first place, even if it is a little rough. That would be another thing, too, is... Instead of randomly replacing the Spectres and Pinkies, do that with the Imps instead. Like, keep the Spectres and Pinkies at their normal spawn point, but, make it so that, there's a % chance that an Imp will spawn as a Nightmare Imp. Alright, yellow key for that. But it is kind of neat the vibe that you get from this. With just a simple texture rework and the background audio being different. Or the music being different. Actually works really well with the classic Doom levels. Now the city levels in Doom 2, I don't think they work so well. But again, you could probably get around that with, Oops. I think there is an actual way to do this quickly. There we are. Knew it was in one of them. Yeah, that's a default texture. I think it is. I actually have no clue if that's a puzzle or not. I never really understood that. I don't know if you go into like one or if you go into all of them and it'll still bring it down. But I feel like there's a way to screw that up. I actually played this so many times and I can still not fully understand that area. But I could just be dumb. That's always true. I could just be dumb. There's the chain gun. That's what I wanted. This adds ambient sound effects, and I actually don't mind that. Now these are textured differently, but these aren't Doom 64 textures. I actually don't want to fully explore this level, I just want to make it to the next level. It's just that I'm doing everything. Doing everything without even... I would be a terrible speedrunner. I like exploring way too much. They're a little... Yeah, they're a little scuffed. Their textures need to be fixed. Not done. Maybe I am done. Yeah, I am done with this part. Damn it. Thought I was on to something there. Oh, that's actually a window. Oh god. I was wondering where he was. Yeah, now this is something that might be a little bit tough to figure out, is how to make the vines fit in with the Doom 64 layout, because I don't ever think that there was... I don't think this texture was ever utilized, like, any variation of it in Doom 64, so that would need to be something new. God, I'm actually so happy right now. This is actually what this is like what I've always wanted. Actually, what I wanted, and this actually goes a step further, what I wanted was, like, PlayStation Doom lighting and maybe slightly altering some of the textures so that they're more in line with PlayStation Doom. But having it like the original Doom 2 layouts, having this is like a step up from that. Hold on. So is this Twitch that it's happening to? Or is this me and my connection to the Twitch server? Because I just dropped frames and my connection went kaput. Am I still alive? Seems to be alright now. I actually think if this were solely me, I would be dipping more and more frames. The last thing Twitch support reported was back on the 11th. I don't seem to be dropping frames anymore. So I think we're all right. I just hope that didn't split my VOD. I don't think I actually lost my connection. I think I'm just dropped frames. Because if it does turn out that it's going to continue doing it, I would most likely have to stop for the night, because it takes like 15 minutes. Which is great, because like 10 years ago I remember it used to only take like a minute, but now it takes like 5 to 10 to actually acquire a connection now. Thanks, Comcast. So if it continues to drop, I'll probably just have to stop playing for the night, because it's going to take an eternity to reset my router. I actually don't mind that this fire's slower, because I do think that the damage output of it is a little improved. So I don't mind if that stays the way it is instead of it being just stock. This is also different. I wonder if this is more in line with Doom 64. I haven't played it in a little while. I think I will stream it at some point. I'll stream the, I've streamed Retribution twice. I'll stream the Steam port at some point. Like I said, probably after I'm done with Half-Life 2. Took me a while to realize how to get that, too. I'm glad I remember it now. It is really friggin' dark in here, though. Oh, yeah. I wonder what you would replace those with. Maybe the gargoyle statues? Now that's not in, I like that, though. What's this from? I'm wondering what even that is. It just kind of looks like a... kind of looks like a vampire more than anything. Actually, it is pretty fitting. It just looks a little different. God, I so wish they were their normal color. The red just looks too off for them. It's too red. kind of forget where to go exactly. Their projectile travels faster. Hang on. These I almost feel like are... Would they be Quake textures? I don't know. I don't ever remember these in Doom 64, and I know those aren't the original textures. Oh, it just brings that down, okay. I haven't dropped any more frames, so I guess that was just a slight hiccup. Hang on. Other side. God damn, man. If only they finish this. God, I would like be so happy right now. I'm very, very happy, but it could be fleshed out. We could have a fleshed out mod of like something that would just be like perfect in my eyes. Actually, I may just go to the secret level this time around, because going to it might actually be faster. Because it's right here. Hang on. Actually, the textures here make this level look really cool. It's like completely different atmospherically. Ow. Oh, never mind. The exit's right here. I'm just gonna go through the normal exit. Yeah, to be honest, not really sure if I'll have enough time to beat episode 3. I may just end on episode 2 and just make it a 5-hour stream. It's episode 3, I'm not quite sure if it will take an hour or longer. I don't ever remember there being a Cacodemon there. That's exactly why I saved. Because I knew I was gonna do that. Love this music, by the way. It's not really music, it's just creepy ambience. But I love it all the same. don't know why he went in there. Oh. Saw them at the corner of my eye. Forgot they spawned there. Yeah, if I don't end up finishing this, it's just gonna be this time, then I'm gonna highlight it. I'll continue with Half-Life 2, Episode 2 next week. Man, this has like the least amount of texture replacements I've seen so far. Again, yeah, I don't think the texture replacer... I don't think they've ever completely finished it yet, because I do know that there's like a Doom 64 textures for computers. And none of that's been replaced at all. So yeah, whoever was doing the texture replacement, they never finished it. Oh yeah, there was one thing Doom 64 did that I don't see here, and that's, when you, like, pick up, like, the invulnerability sphere or anything that gives you, like, a filter, it kind of gave this weird, like, clouded effect. Like, here it's just the default for, PC Doom. It almost made it, like, ethereal, in a way. Which was very fitting for the game. So that would be another thing that I would hope someone would emulate if they were to ever take on a project like this. These, I'm not sure what you would replace them with in Doom 64. I don't think you can. You need to find something more viable. Although, these don't look too bad. Considering. I have no more armor. I could really use some armor. Can't go back up there. I wasn't sure if there was something else that was still in there. Oh, and that texture's classic. I don't really think that there's anything that you could replace that with, though. That's any sort of equivalent. They're just dead barons. Dead classic barons. Oh, he is a lot bigger, though. This is actually kind of cool. Wait, is he not launching his rockets? No, he is. He's just launching them from the ground for some reason. I think he's launching them from the same height as the, I think he was launching them from the same height as the other cyber demons, the tinier ones. But yeah, I think that's actually gonna be it, because I think it might take longer for me to do episode 3. Actually, what time is it? I'm pretty beat for tonight, anyway.